Hello and welcome to VSR2 and a Link's Awakening DX any percent no wrong warp out of bounds seeding race. We have Phantom Matins and Trothan on commentary, and I have no idea why I only see one stream.
Yeah, I only see one as well.
Let's skip that. See if I can get that fixed.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything's fine.
And I just gotta say, it's really humid today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty unbearable if you're not even close to a window.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I've been inside all day, so I don't know what the weather is like outside.
Apparently near Toronto, it's tornado warnings. That's what it's new there.
That's scary, man. I think we had flash flood warnings yesterday. So, we have quite a large pool this time. On stream today, we've got Xander TJ10. We have Isabel Zephyr / Mana Materia. We have Sekion, who I honestly haven't seen race this game ever, but they have a 1 hour and 9 second time, so I'm guessing they're pretty alright. And we have a Wooper. I don't know how the Wooper is going to play without hands.
Oh, actually, apparently we've got TGH.
Yes, the current world record holder for this category has entered the race.
So we'll see how this run goes.
Not shown on screen, we have Dragon Churro, Happy with Sugar, Pink Batman 12, and Carl... I just ate my tongue there. Carly Johan. So they'll be finishing at some point, and we'll say when they finish. But how's chat doing today? You guys doing alright? You watching any of that good weeb fertilizer that we talked about last stream? And there's some funky delay that I'm seeing, so I'm gonna refresh real quick because I believe we were off. Uh-oh. Now I can't see anything. Centro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Everything had gone quiet. Alright.
Yeah, we've only got one person visible right now.
Okay, I figured out the problem. I'm on the wrong scene, so let me swap it.
Oh.
Also, the timer is not...
There we go.
Yeah, it's slightly funky today. It is.
There we are. Okay. We got it.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, yeah, we got all 4 visible here.
I do note that Xander is cheating because he's already like 10 seconds ahead of everybody else.
Not anymore. Not on my screen.
I'm saying him at 111 when the clock says 103. But it is what it is.
Huh. Yeah, so we get the sword. A few ways we can get the sword, a few frames early. Bounce off the urchin, or kind of depends whether or not you want to take a gamble with getting a rupee. If you get a rupee, it saves a bit of time to just push the urchin out of the way.
Yeah, and now we're trying to rupee dupe, which is basically picking up rupees with both Link's hitbox and the sword or the shield hitbox to duplicate the amount of rupees we get. Looks like everybody's mowing the lawn. Disastrous. TGH got horrible luck and only managed to get 5 on the beach.
Followed by 2 in the grass, but you had the transition for that one. Wow. Yeah, this is almost even bad for the grass. Almost.
Alright, so the rule set for this is no wrong warp or out of bounds. That basically means that we are supposed to have every entrance go to where it belongs, which is the wrong warp portion. So every door leads to where it's intended. And no out of bounds means that we're not allowed to transition off of a tile that we can't walk on normally, generally speaking.
We get free bombs, by the way. If the way rupees count down is that you get the item, like you'll get the bombs first, and then the shopkeeper will take your rupees. But you can actually save and quit as you buy the bombs, and that'll interrupt him taking the rupees, and so you get them for free. And he doesn't even kill you either.
Oh, pardon me. Alright, so
TGH finally got his 10 rupees.
it took a year and a half.
Yeah, but he'll make up for it quickly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see Sekion in the lead. How would you pronounce it? Sekion? Sekion?
I have no idea.
Yeah, followed
Sekion sounds
closely
right.
by Matamateria. Now we have both TGH and Xander picking up their powder. The bushes were not kind today.
And you're gonna see some bomb triggers in this run. Bomb triggers happen when you have like 2 bombs on the same screen at the same time. Something about item slots or something like that as well, I think. I really don't understand the technical aspects of them, but if you place 2 bombs within 4 frames, the game just blows them both up, and then it triggers any cutscene on the screen. So we've used that to save some time, or even yeah, we just abuse it at the same time, really. That's just the gist of it.
Yeah, we just make the game do whatever we want. Because bombs are magical. Praise be to the goddess of explosions.
So there's a couple ways you can do them. You can either place 2 bombs into a pit. So when a bomb lands in a pit, it immediately gets taken off screen, allowing you to place 2 bombs within 4 frames if you mash fast enough. You can also do them up against a transition, which will kind of carry the bomb over the screen as you transition, allowing you to immediately place another bomb again.
This game is weird, man.
Yeah, and it gets bigger too. Like it gets better. We're actually about to see a super jump. Which take a look at the walls of the dungeon. You'll see all of these walls are actually ledges. So if you were on top of them, you could actually just jump right off of them. And we use that to do a super jump by tricking the game into thinking that we're on the ledge, even though we're actually kind of on the floor too. But we need to do a wall clip in order to do that. Wall clipping is when you go 3 or fewer pixels into the wall. At most 3 pixels into the wall. And yeah, it's not out of bounds because we said it's not. That's basically it. The game just naturally lets you go 3 pixels in if you enter it from the side. So we get the feather, and then we do a couple inputs to make the game think we're on the ledge, and then you do a movement, some kind of movement away from the wall, usually using a weapon that'll allow you to adjust your movement in midair.
Something like the sword, the bow,
yeah. Most of the time
the
it's
magic rod.
In Dungeon 1, it's usually the bow. It's just like that on Xander's screen.
It's so wasteful to use all the arrows, though.
Yeah, I like to use sword there just because this jump right here on Xander's screen, makes me. I fail at all the time, and so I just started using sword because I was running out of arrows.
Look, just make it super jump it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's slow.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. There's Moldarm. Moldarm is, funny enough, the hardest boss in Speedrun.
I blinked and TGH and Xander killed it.
Yeah. Oh, and Sission takes a fall. I'm just gonna say Sission.
That's probably for the best.
Sekion, you can correct me later.
Definitely difficult to beat this boss well. Taking your time? Fine. Going quickly? That's a problem. Because it'll just knock you into the bin, then you have to restart the fight.
And
or
often,
hit you twice or 3 times and you're dead.
Yeah, and then you have to restart the fight too. If you do fall, you can actually just hold jump after the transition and you'll just immediately leap up the top of the screen and spawn at the staircase, which saves quite a bit of time. But, you know, shouldn't be falling in the first place if you can help it. It's often better just to play the fight a bit safe.
Well, Xander gets stuck on the kids for the second time. They're feeling very grabby today.
Yeah, if you press B on the Japanese version, you can just skip all their text. Which is great because, boy, did they have a lot of text. On the English version, you can't skip it.
Oh, the beauty of playing things in different languages. Alright, so now that we finished Dungeon 1, we're heading to save Bow Wow, our lovely circular friend who eats everything and sounds kind of like a different character in this game. From the dreaded Moblin King.
We wish we could just not have to rescue him in the first place, though, because though he eats cutscenes, funny enough, he still can screw you over later. And you have to get him to enter D2.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want a ROM hack where we replace Bow Wow with Kirby.
That would be pretty awesome. But it should be the Kirby in D7.
Yeah, I was about to say, we have a Kirby spray in this game. TJ gets ahead because of incredible movement.
Yep. That's pretty much the gist of TGH, is just solid movement all around.
Really good movement. Disturbingly so.
So note that TGH was well in last at Rupees, and now he's quite ahead. And that's probably just going to continue.
I don't know, I think they're all tied. They all have 1 rupee. But yeah, we're running through D2, and we're not going to finish it now because it's slow and resource intensive.
Yeah, it's oddly faster to actually split D2, because after D8 we have to go by D2 anyway to get to the egg. So we just go finish D2 after D8 because we have a magic rod and all kinds of other useful stuff that makes the fight and rooms a bit faster. The only reason we're in here right now is to get the power bracelet, which is a very necessary item to do pretty much anything in this game.
You gotta do your arm day.
We haven't discovered rock skips yet. If we had rock skip, oh man, could we ever save time. Although we'd probably still need to get it to kill the boss anyway.
So here's what we do to fix that. Every time somebody fails Goomba Surf, they do 1 push-up. And then we can just skip all rocks. Well, to make their arms full so they don't need the bracelet to pick up rocks.
True. But it might take a while to fail Goomba Surf over.
I never said within 1 run. Oh dear.
But we see that Link pretty much loses everything when he crashes his boat. So every time he does, he probably also loses his strength because Nintendo logic. Here's Villa Skip. Ooh boy, I thought Cecian was gonna get the hard piece of shame there. Villa Skip. If you press start repeatedly until you hear Link falling, and then hold down after pressing start out of the menu, then you will just transition down, and you just completely skip the need to do all of Canela Castle, and then you end up picking up a leaf in the. I guess the villa is the house. I always thought the
villa is the house. The garden is behind the villa.
Okay, well, maybe we should call it Garden Skip. I still don't understand why it's called Villa Skip. I don't know.
Because you're doing a skip. You're doing a skip in the area of the villa.
But you're skipping Canelet as well.
You're skipping a lot of stuff.
We're not skipping D3, except we did with super jumps. D3 is it's just got a lot of good ledges for super jumps and stuff. You're gonna see one of the more interesting ones coming up here called the Dongo Skip. So normally you're supposed to kill both Dongos. There's actually a glitch where you just need to kill one of them, then leave the room and re-enter, and the other one will be dead. But we don't even bother with that in the first place. So we just do a carefully timed super jump and a spin slash, and over we go.
Whee!
But we have to do that twice, which is annoying to say the least. If you're new to the game. Now, there's two ways of getting the Nightmare Key. You can do the shield bump that you see on TJ's screen. You can also just bomb open a wall and do what I like to call Dong Skip, because it's in the same area as the Dongo Skip. If you have your sword out, Link's sword just comes out during the jump, and you know what that looks like.
Hey, it's just a dash jump?
Yeah, but with his sword out. His sword just comes. Even if you don't press the sword button, his sword comes out anyway.
Well, that's because it's equipped to me. And you always pull out the sword while you're in dashing speed?
True. D3 is a pretty quick dungeon, but it's sometimes a bit hard to execute, especially with the double Dodongo skips and a few other things that can kind of screw you up. And then Slime Eye here is pretty darn easy with Piece of Power. Just kind of do some carefully timed dashes and hold out your sword and stuff, and he lands on it and just dies. Because
it's so smooth to look at, man.
Yeah, it is very satisfying to watch. Especially when someone like TGH does it. And Xander, a pretty nice kill as well. That's having some trouble with Dodongo Skip.
Xander has said it's patched. Something has been patched, which means that they're not running a legal version of the game. Shame on you.
Yeah, like almost all of this stuff has been patched in later versions of the game. But we're speedrunning, so we don't care about versions other than 1.0.
Versions are
that's the only version we care about. And in our minds, yeah, it's the only one that even exists. You know when I mentioned the English version earlier? That doesn't actually exist. Alright, so TGH here is taking some hits off the Buzz Blobs. And the reason for that is because we're going to do Walrus Skip, and a Walrus Skip, because we don't have Marin, involves us losing our ability to do any input other than movement until we enter a cave or die, and dying is faster. So he takes a few hits off the Buzz Blobs because they're on their way, and they also do a whole heart of damage. Sometimes Bow Wow's a pain and will eat them, which is bad. One reason number one to get rid of Bow Wow. But yeah, so we die and then we go back to that staircase, and then we come back and go get the Angular Key by sacrificing a couple arrows, which you'll see in a minute.
I gotta say, I'm having this mental imagery thanks to the conversation in chat of TGH holding the controller, playing the game, but he's like typing with his pinky.
I mean, it's TGH, he probably could do that.
So he's like pecking with his pinky while playing the game. And it feels very impressive to me in my head.
Right, so there you go. So, TJ's just sacrificed a couple arrows. There's in no way a Lenmola in this pit. It's just a legend, but like, really, the legend that is actually true is that you sacrifice a couple arrows and you get a key. But we need that key to open D4, and we need to do D4 to get the instrument. So, yeah. And the flipper's pretty important as well. But not mandatory to actually complete the game. I think, is it possible the Jesus jump method to get to D5, is that out of bounds?
Probably.
Yeah, if it is, then yeah, it is mandatory to have a flipper. But if not...
It's mandatory in this rule set, that's for sure.
I guess so, yeah. Besides that, it's faster to get the flipper anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I don't know. I bet Dragon can find a way to do it faster.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright, so TGH takes down Armos Knight. Barely even see that fight. Xander is approaching the Armos Knight fight. And we have Madame Materia and Session doing Walrus Skate.
And TGH is also trying to get as many arrows as he can. This is the one place where Bow Wow is truly the most useful. Is because he just instantly eats Armos, and any Armos he eats drops an arrow, which is pretty helpful to keep your arrow count up. I think you have to get a few arrows from the Armos maze, or else you won't have enough for the boss at the end of the game. The arrow count gets pretty tight in this category. So TJ's screen again, you're seeing a Jesus jump. If you if you press start as Link is touching the water, then when you unstart, is that a word? When you leave the start menu,
once you get out of the start menu.
Yeah, sure, that's good enough. Once you get out of the start menu, you just hold jump and you'll actually jump on the water, off the water. And yeah, we use that to get out of the D6 area as well afterward. And of course, once you have the flipper, you can't even do it in the first place because Link will just land in the water.
That's unfortunate. I saw some sort of reset on Madame Materia's screen as they were in D2, and their timer had restarted.
Ooh.
I don't know what happened. Soft lock.
It is.
I see. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Soft locked on Walrus.
Oh. Yeah, that's a huge time loss.
That is.
But it's not the hugest deal, because these are scene races. So what we're doing is just the fastest time we get from these races. I think determines our placement.
Yeah, it's top time.
Yeah, so clearly Materia's not gonna beat her time from here, so there's not really like any true need to actually finish the run. Which is unfortunate, but you know, it happens. We just have runs that just go poorly.
Sometimes it happens.
Yep. Oh man, at the end of the tournament last year, I was like, I was so burned out.
I think that's how it goes normally, to be honest with you.
But like, I'm still burned out of the game a year later.
You burned out so hard, it's like a California wildfire.
I did, yeah. Oh man, it happens, and yeah, it's
just scorched earth as far as the eye can see. Alright, so we got horse heads now on TGH's screen. Halfway through D6, like I said, these guys move fast, blindingly fast, too fast to actually commentate efficiently.
Yeah. That was quite a few throws to get the horse heads. They need to land upright, both of them, and there's a 50% chance of each one to land upright.
So 25% chance in total.
Pretty much, yeah. And sometimes you can be doing it for like a dozen or 2 times before you finally get it. Because randomness is random.
Hate to see it.
25% of the time you should get first try though.
25% of the time it works every time.
Yeah, theoretically. It's certainly not the case for me though. I'm so certain I don't get it 25% of the time. I probably get it 10% of the time. I don't know. I haven't actually like looked at the math for myself.
Well, I understand why you wouldn't know off the top of your head, because it's been a year and you're just traumatized.
I did some runs.
He's wanting to think about. Does that really count?
Yeah, and I don't think I got a first try in like a single run. So, but I also only ran for like a week.
Like, I think you'd be better off just playing XCOM.
Maybe. So D6 is done. Facade, his hitbox is actually there before space even appears, so you can hit him 3 times. Then, a couple audio cues and a visual cue later, you place a few more bombs and he's dead.
Yeah,
now
to answer a question in chat for Bug Weasel, I think it is. The horse heads in this one are 25% chance to land upright for both of them. In the remake on Switch, it actually does work like a knight does in chess, so you have to hit it in L to land on the thing.
You know how it took me to figure that out?
It works.
I didn't realize that they were... I was playing, I didn't realize they were knights. I thought they were horse heads. Like, I didn't realize they were actually chess pieces. So once I figured that out, I was like, oh, they're chess pieces.
What does this horse head mean?
I thought they were just a design. I didn't realize they were chess pieces the whole time.
Be thankful that there isn't like a queen or something in the game that you have to kill from like an angle. Or...
Yeah. Yeah.
Because could you imagine?
Oh man, yeah.
You see like a queen of spades come out of nowhere and she just cuts you down.
You have to place your horse heads properly to take her down.
You have to drag in rooks from the other screens.
Oh, that would be kind of an interesting Zelda puzzle, actually. Kind of bringing back the whole horsehead chess theme that they started.
And then I get to yell at Clouds about how Link's Awakening ripped off Battle Network 3.
Xander is doing the ever so slightly optimal French bunks invented by the French, but it's like such a minor time save that it's not actually worth going for. It's just swag at this point.
Apparently, Say had mentioned that going around is just a little bit faster than that.
Really?
I think. Heavy,
I did find a faster way to do it. Huh.
It's literally just walking around. Huh. No picking up anything. Because you pass by where the crows are.
Right. Well, you still have to pick up a rock to get to there.
Yeah, 1. As opposed to 3.
Yeah.
Or in the case of French bonks, menuing and then picking up a rock. Ah, there we go. Saga said it's like a 1/5 of a second faster.
Huh. Well, there you go. These are the guys who know.
Should also mention, at some point we got into D4.
Yeah. Going to D4, what we did is actually entered a cave to set a save point. The save point, when you enter like a cave or something, then Oh, for shame on Xander, he didn't do
Did he not do obstacle skip?
obstacle skip. Wow,
All right.
man. Wow.
Hand me my bang
I'm gonna rip him up about that later. Obstacle skip is like the most important thing to get in this entire game. If there's any trick that you should never fail, it's obstacle skip.
You go ahead and talk about that one. I can't personally. Those in glass.
I fail it all the time, and I'm still gonna tell him about it. Anyway, so yeah, D4 has a few glitches, but it's often a lot of the skips are actually just going over pits.
Or like
I see on
tinking
Xander's
off of
screen there.
P-hats.
Yeah, I mean those are glitches too. But see, like you're not supposed to jump over that pit on TJ's screen. Like that wasn't intended, but it's doable, and it's not even a glitch. And then there's that Jesus jump on Xander's screen there to
and now
skip a bunch of the dungeon again.
the fish is dead, and Xander unfortunately has the tile puzzle reset on him 3 times.
Yes, those
Disastrous. Helmosaurs are awful.
yeah. There are a few enemies in D4 that are like they'll just get in your way. And that's pretty much like your biggest time loss in D4 is where how the enemies get in your way.
Can we get rid of Helmosaurs and instead swap in Lynels?
Sure. So there's 2 ways of getting the D4 Nightmare Key. TGH and Xander did a super jump followed by another super jump. Like a super jump a lot like Dodongo Skip where you do a spin slash. And then another super jump to clink off the hat again, get up to the Nightmare Key. But there's also a method where you just lift the pots and clip it to the wall from a screen above.
Body.
Do a super jump to clink off the P hat again. Much easier, but it's 4 seconds slower.
Bodied is an understatement, Xander. I know you're gonna go watch this back later. Yeah, that wasn't bodied. That was you got thrown off the top rope.
Now the split from D4 to D5 is just straight movement. There's nothing special about it. You just get to D5 as fast as you can through pure movement. And I believe Seisei golded it the other day. Which
Incredible.
Is a really hard split to
Blows
gold just
my mind.
because there's nothing really to it. He just did better movement, like the best movement he's done in that split, and that's it. So when you get this key in D5, this is not the first time, or the second. What am I saying? We visit that room again later, but we just go straight through it because Dungeon 5 is annoying. You have to like do some backtracking and stuff.
Don't like what's happening here. I'm trying to check something.
If you overkill Master Stolfos by throwing a few more bomb arrows into him, you get a key. And that saves a few seconds over a route that you can take if you don't have that key. TG's making quick work. Master Stolfos 2.
Easy peasy. Gotta kill that skeleton 3 times.
And it's going to do the exact same thing for Master Stolfos 3. And then Master Stolfos 4 is almost exactly like Master Stolfos 1. Except, instead you get a hook shot instead of a key.
Alright, that's number 3 down. Meanwhile, Xander has killed number 1. And we have a successful escape on Pink Batman. Their splits aren't looking too hot, not gonna lie. See a lot of red. And on Session, we got the flipper. The singular
The flipper.
The legendary flipper of yore. Where it just, you put it over your lower torso. It's actually just a giant dress.
So Link becomes a merman then.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Zora are. They're just fish people.
True. So Link becomes a Zora.
Man, Mifa would be so happy. Alright, so Pink Batman is getting the Ocarina?
Interesting.
Here we go again. There's a
Perhaps,
bad influence.
oh, yeah. He's gonna meme. It's gonna meme. He better do the rapids. If he doesn't do the rapids,
I don't think he's gonna meme. What I think's gonna happen, because I did see somebody, and I don't know if it was Batman or not, requested the information for doing Death'll Skip.
okay. Death'll Skip is slower though, unless you are already getting the Ocarina by doing ICSs and stuff. Which, let's see, going this way, then
Was he, Ryan? All I saw were the images, because I'm pretty sure it was while I was going to sleep that they were posted.
So Slimy Eel is pretty straightforward, just pull him out of the wall you're on. That tail can kind of get in the way with the position TGH got, but he made quick work of him, so 2-cycled, easy. And that's D5.
Oh, for a second there I got scared, because I remember seeing Slimeal dying, and then I looked over and I saw Xander at the entrance to D5, and I was thinking, did he save and quit? Did he make a foolish mistake?
He saved to quit with the hookshot though, so he's good to go.
Yeah.
It's faster than going back.
TGH and Session doing a high five, leaving and entering D5.
So now TGH is heading back to the same cave that we went to going to D4. Only there's a slight difference. We're not going to go into D4. We're instead going to be going to the cave that has the bird key to do the hardest trick in the category and arguably in the game.
Getting 10 rupees at the beach.
Yes. Aside from that, I guess that's true. That is a bit harder.
Getting 4 hits on Death'll each time he opens his eye.
And unless you're like Say maybe, like you might then get 10 rupees on the beach. Like the other day, you got 9 or something, right?
Yep, we completely skipped the Ghost Buddy because we did D6 early, because the Ghost Buddy is awful. He's worse than Bow Wow.
Yes. Literally no joke. Like, Bow Wow at least will help you a few times. The Ghost Buddy does nothing but get in the way.
He ain't your friend.
Yet he seems to know us.
Do
Do you suppose it's the old man from Zelda 1?
No, couldn't be. Because, I mean, who buried him? The old lady?
I don't know. Maybe he's Link, like, when in the timeline that he dies.
Can't be, because that's the skeleton warrior from Twilight Princess.
Okay, here's Rooster Skip. So you're supposed to have the rooster. But instead he's gonna buffer it because he failed it a couple times there. So you can jump on the very last frame. There we go, there's an unbuffered. You can jump on the very last frame that the hookshot retracts to Link. Which is a 60th of a second, and you have to do that twice in a row. And hope that Bow Wow doesn't get in the way for hookshot, because if he does, then good luck spamming fast enough to be able to stay afloat.
Yeah, this is actually the game where Link dies because he's not getting rescued. There's no seagulls to tell him that he's.
Come on, Xander.
What did he do? Did he fail it again?
Yes.
Shame upon this man.
And he fell in a pit too. Come on, man. Come on. All right, we're on our way to D7. We didn't mention the cutscene eat that Bow Wow did before D6, but we're gonna see here with D7 again. Also, Xander is saving and quitting at the beginning of the Rooster Skip Cave because this sets up for a glitch during the eagle fight. Alright, so TGH is lifting the rock, and then Bow Wow just eats the cutscene, and believe it or not, sometimes drops a heart. And there you go, just leave screen, re-enter. It's a bit faster than watching. Xander nailing Rooster Skip with E.
Love it. Wonderful work. Doesn't make up for 2 failed obstacle skips, the slacker.
Definitely not.
But, you know...
Nothing makes up for that. Like, you can fail Rooster Skip 20 times, and it would still be less shameful than failing obstacle skip.
We give a lot of heart attacks on this game, VXR.
You may be wondering how on earth is TGH destroying the pillars just like that.
We are very good at using explosives.
Yep, and explosives destroy pillars too. Except we don't even need to have the explosives next to the pillar. We just have to do a bomb trigger.
Wrecking balls are horribly inefficient anyways. It's fun to look at, sure, but bombs are the way to go when it comes to demolition.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, ball strats are just way cooler to watch, but yeah.
Where are you, Alpha?
They're also really slow because you have to carry the ball in a specific pattern. You learn that pattern if you play randomizer glitchless.
Alright, and here we go. TGH doing and getting first try Goomba Surf, doing a naked super jump off of the wall there while clicked in 1 pixel in order to bounce off that Goomba, and like this was Mario, just use it to get to a higher platform.
Ace.
Now Xander doing his bomb triggers to start blowing up the tower. Session completing D5. I'm rather worried at this point. And Pink Batman is starting up D5, getting the key to access the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, D7 easy in the speedrun.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. What's a mini boss? Nothing but a pile of bones.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. You mentioned the hookshot glitch for the boss.
I did not.
Okay, yeah, so the hookshot, you can actually have that wrap through the bottom of the screen and over to the top to hit the boss. The only way to do that is to not enter certain screens, or you can also save and quit, which is why we save and quit in Rooster Cave.
Let's see that Undertale reference in chat. You get out of here with that. This is Link's Awakening.
The second try Goomba Surf. Oh, you ain't too far behind TGH.
No, it's relatively close.
Here's Marin's Skip. This pit is large enough that you can just jump over, and if you stay along the bottom, you'll never talk to Marin. You're supposed to hookshot over, but yeah, you don't even need to. They should have put it 4 tiles away, that would have made it a little bit harder to skip. But probably still doable.
So now we're just doing a bit of running, heading towards D8. Xander is completing D7. I love it. Reading chat hurts sometimes. Let's see if Session will do better than Xander and get obstacle skip.
Well, let's see.
No.
For shame.
Shame, shame, shame.
Yeah, you can bomb trigger to start the cutscene as usual for Turtle, and then just walk through to the head, because the head does not become a hitbox until the neck is fully extended. Then yeah, some big fast jumps over the lava, a few bomb arrows, and then this funky setup here to hook shot, what we call a book shot, where you use first try. Wow, that is, jeez, man.
Easy peasy. Just line it up perfectly. Book shot.
Hook shot,
because of the way it works, hook shot comes out with priority, I think.
Yeah, and then you get like a little bit extra speed, which gives you enough to clip past.
Now let's see. Session fell on Rooster Skip. So let's see. They're buffering now. That looks good.
Should be one more. He's good.
Indeed.
It's like that. So that's unbuffered, or not buffered. That is buffered Rooster Skip. It's not that much slower, but you know, if you can do it unbuffered, it's better to do it unbuffered.
Yeah, just get lucky with how you mash buttons.
Or you could get good at timing.
Nah, who does that?
Not you, I guess.
Do you think I get good at anything? What a presumption. How dare you?
It does explain some stuff, doesn't it?
It explains most of the things.
So TGH is actually moving while using the Roomba. I have no idea what it's actually called. And
It's a
frankly,
Roomba.
Roomba is just better anyway.
What is the actual name of that thing? Let me... It's time to do some research.
To answer a question in chat, we use the ocarina to... Technically, we're not supposed to use the ocarina, but you can use it to skip the final phase of the nightmare fight.
Astro, that is an attack on my character, and I take offense to it.
The rock that rolls. It's a rock? That can't possibly be a rock. That is way too square to be a rock. That rolls.
No, that's what the owl calls it, probably.
Well, that owl is annoying, so I don't...
Nobody listens to the owl anyways.
The other most important trick to get is Wang Boys. I'm not sure. Oh, that is TGH. I didn't realize that.
I mean,
There's another name for him, too. The name on the side changed, and I was like, what happened to TGH?
yeah, it's just a whooper.
So he's on his way to D2 to finish it off. He has a magic rod now, not the fire rod. It's a totally different game. Same Link, different game. Now this room is probably like my least favorite room in the entire category. Getting this nightmare key, which TGH just makes quick work of. By being good and getting really good RNG too on the placement of the pulse voice by jumping up into that corner. And he actually was immune to the enemies in the next room for a second by using, if you hold up against an object and then use the hookshot, you get immunity from all damage until you, I think, leave the room or use the hookshot again. So TGH is clipped into that wall, and he's going to use that position while facing left in order to instantly break the pod. It's like so. He's supposed to do it 3 times, but the game just breaks it if you're clipped into the wall and facing to the left.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it really is. It's like shockingly easy. It looks like something that might be impressive.
Alright, so the bird is now dead on Session stream. I love it.
Xander on his way to finish D2, and TGH on his way to the egg to finish off the run. At 46 minutes and 35 seconds, he's left D2. Which is insane because I'd be at like the 50-minute mark by now. What kind of pace is he on? He is probably...
So, hold on. You said... you said that right now, where TGH is at this moment, would be at the 50-minute mark, right?
No, I would be at the 50-minute mark.
How are you playing slower than him in general? Like, you'd be playing the same amount of time.
Because he's faster than me at the other...
No. I think you're not understanding. If he's at 47 minutes, and you're saying you'd be at the 47-minute mark at 50 minutes, what happened to the 3 minutes?
No, I mean like at that same point in the run, it'd take me 50 minutes to get to that point, but it takes him 46 minutes.
All right. Well, the egg is open.
I would be much further behind him if I was doing this in the same race. Is what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So, proving that we don't need the ocarina, we have opened the egg with the power of explosives. Don't use bombs to crack open your eggs in the kitchen, please. Especially if you have a.
That's not a suggestion.
Range.
That's a command.
That's an order?
Yes, that is an order. That is not a recommendation. It is much more extreme than that.
It is a demand?
So TGH used some bomb triggers to get past some text and also get rid of the music. And then he kind of positioned himself a certain way and placed the bomb to have the blob just die on his sword. And yeah, now he's gonna get nothing but 4 energy balls from Aghanim, even though the last 2... Well, anything after 2 should be 50-50, but if you position yourself in the right way, you will always get an energy ball.
Alright, we have Xander approaching the cutscene for the egg. We have Pink Batman coming up to Rooster Skip. Excited to see this. Xander screaming, WTFY. I see what's going on here. This is actually going to be rather funny. There we go.
TGH now doing the only truly random part. If you play the game right, this is the only random part of this this fight. His Death Eye. He will open his eye kind of randomly, and if he takes his dear sweet time doing that, or he has this long period where you only have like 1 shot left, then you can actually lose PBs. Just right at the very end, the last fight can screw you over, and it's one of the more annoying parts of the category. So far, TG's not getting terrible luck.
Not the best.
4
Could
more
be better.
shots.
Alright, looks like Pink Batman did a Rooster Skip.
Now Death Eye's not cooperating.
But it doesn't matter because he's dead.
Yes. TGH getting a mid 50
This makes me wonder,
with
can a nightmare
ease. Just total ease.
Can a nightmare die?
If you wake up
Are they even living?
in your mind, yes. 50-30 flat for TGH.
Is it? Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, 50-30 according to race time. Very good. Good job.
Now Xander just entering the fight. Probably on track to get 52 if his RG on Death Eye is better. Maybe, yeah, maybe. High 52.
Just cruising. Alright, we're seeing a bit of a different kind of routes here on Satrion's screen. So normally what people do is they'd lava swim at this portion.
You slash your sword as you transition, and
While
swim
Jesus
in the lava. Yeah, and while G's jumping across the transition.
There's a very complex song and dance that goes into walking on lava. It's not as easy as walking on water.
I think that man's trying to do a super hop, where you do your super jump near the end of your jump.
Yeah, it's got to be late for sure.
Yeah. Alright, Xander getting a clean nightmare so far. But he's got 18 arrows, so he needs to not spam them super randomly. He's gotta...
Uh-oh.
So this one, messing up the Roomba Room. And as you see, Nightmare is just not opening up. He's just sitting there. There you go.
He's doing it, yeah.
Open up. Open up. Look at this. This is like typical Nightmare fight right here.
This is normal. This is fine.
He
nothing
misses
wrong.
an arrow.
Criminal. There we go.
Damn. Wow, that was... Hey, TGH. GG.
Yo, hey, thank you. What's going on?
Oh, we're just watching Xander finish up. He just killed Nightmare now.
Can I drag him in? I can.
Did Xander get like totally trolled? I was seeing some stuff from the chat.
I don't know. Let's find out. Hey,
Xander usually
did you
gets
get totally trolled in the game?
I mean, did you watch the race the other day? He trolled us.
I don't troll. I would
No,
never.
You just meme, and then you make Alpha hate you.
I think the biggest troll
yeah.
this run was that you failed obstacle skip twice. And you also
Yeah,
fell in the pit. That's like, come on, man. It's,
I hear that's an automatic DQ, actually.
Oof.
yeah, it really
was-
is.
It was part of the comedy that was this run.
I thought this was
Absolute
serious
comedy.
business.
Nah. I got the God Ethel as well.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, then you
beautiful.
missed.
That I was looking at, I was just like, why isn't he not opening up? I wanted to see you get a 52, but Devi was like, no.
Yeah, and then the egg bomb trigger was patched for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Well, you see, you didn't put down a bomb, and then put down another bomb.
That must have been it. Yeah, you must be right.
That or frames off or something, too.
I'm signing you up for demolitions class, so that way you can learn how to bomb trigger again. So, how do you guys feel about this overall?
I'm pretty happy with my final time, honestly, because like I thought this run was gonna well, let's just say I did not enjoy a 220 shop enter. I had
That's right.
I had
think-
some kind of luck with rupees at the start.
I think we both got
it-
no rupees.
It wasn't just you.
Yeah,
I was watching
you
your stream.
rupees.
Everybody didn't get enough rupees. You had the worst of it, TGH.
I was watching
Yeah.
the stream. I think we were actually really close after shop.
Oh, you
Which
guys
is
were neck and
incredible.
neck.
220 I think is probably the worst I've ever had in a no reset. Like that's yeah, I think I've had a couple that have come close, but not quite 220.
Yeah, but the rest of the run was
Oh yeah, I can't complain about well, pretty much any of the rest of the run, honestly. Maybe horse heads weren't great, but
yeah.
I can't argue with the first try Goomba Surf, and yeah, I think second try Villa, like that was surprising.
Yeah. Man.
A lot of this between you and Xander was blink and you'll miss it kind of stuff.
That's just the type of game this is, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happens really fast.
Just means it went very quickly. So how about you, Xander? How do you feel about getting garbage luck at the beginning and then finishing up with garbage luck?
Oh, I mean, the rupees, the RNG, it happens. It was my bullshittery that fucked me over. This was just me being so fucking bad at the game. It was incredible.
Do you need new hands?
I probably do, yeah.
Well, you can't have mine.
Ah, shit.
WTB new
I need
hands.
them.
Also, would like to point out that Dragon and Carl Johan just finished 9 seconds apart.
Lunatics. Fantastic times out of Happy with Sugar with the 55.22, Dragon with the 56.29, and Carl Johan with the 56.38. Fantastic times, as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's see. We have D2 getting finished by Sekyan. And Pink Batman's approaching D8. Just tapped flame skip. Very nice.
I was looking at the race time comments. Apparently Dragon had 21st try Villa buffer. And Happy's comment is just him screaming.
I don't see what's wrong with this. This is perfectly fine.
No, 21's about average.
Yeah. You're guaranteed to fail at least.
Sometimes it feels that way.
You're guaranteed to fail at least 15 times. That's normal.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
No, go for it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm happy to finally join one of these like scheduled qualifier races. Like I've done.
These are completely opposite to what you're scheduled, from what I understand.
Oh yeah, like it just so happens that like I'm going out of town this weekend, and I had to flip my sleep schedule around, so I figured I might as well catch this one.
You look outside, you see the sun. You're like,
Yeah, like what is that thing?
it's
What's
time.
that big blinding ball in the sky? Why is the sky blue? What is this?
The legends were true. Alright. So, I believe Pink Batman had some misfortune earlier. Just a great deal of misfortune in general for their run. But got several golds, so that's nice. How do you
now
see
is
people's comments?
104 or something, right? I think.
Oh.
Who knows at this point?
Look, it's fine. Everything is fine. This is normal. This is what we all wanted. And if we expected anything else from this game, well then why are we playing this game? We gotta play something different. Alright, and so begins Session's attack on the nightmare. Although I gotta say, we have something to talk about with that later. Because it is important to note that for the rules of this tournament, you need to be on the most up-to-date version of the emulators that we use.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
It's fine. I've been keeping an eye on the clock. Although it might not be as fine anymore. But, the seating for this closes on Saturday, right, Xander?
Yes.
Soon. Very soon.
Very soon. There are still people that haven't joined any races yet.
Gosh, I wonder who that could be.
I wonder.
Those terrible people who work when all of these races are going on and can't stream these seeding races because then work will know that he's not doing work.
Right. Right. Just make an alt, it's fine.
No, it's not fun. Not
always,
Sunday. It is in fact Saturday.
Could always join those impromptu races between me and Astro at 3 a.m.
I have trouble getting to sleep. I don't have problems staying asleep. That's the problem with joining those.
Is that when Astro's been playing?
Yeah. And that is true. There's probably going to be an impromptu seeding race tomorrow between Astro and a couple of people who won't have to hide the fact that they're not working.
Now, when you say tomorrow, do you mean...
What does that mean?
Tomorrow at a civil hour. Tomorrow at a civil hour. No, I don't mean tonight.
I mean, 3 a.m. is
All right.
tomorrow.
TGH, I need you to open your window and look in the general direction of that great big yellow ball. It's gonna be when that's up again, probably.
Okay, so 3 a.m. when the sun's up.
What is
Got
this,
it.
Alaska?
Got it.
Astro would be down.
We're doing races in well, I'd have to go to Europe for that.
Alright, so Sassion completes the run with a time of 1:02:47, solid time.
Pink Batman finishing up D8, then it's gotta finish up D2, and then the Nightmare.
No, overall I think this is going rather well so far this year. It's been nice. And of course, I'm gonna put Trez on the record now by saying, after commentary last seeding race, they mentioned that, man, it'd be a good idea if there was some sort of way to impromptu learn this race, this category, through some sort of call. So that might happen eventually, and I'm rather pleased about that. It's on recording now. You can't back out, Trez. There we go. Hello, Sekion. How you doing?
Hi, what's up? I am doing pretty okay, I guess.
It's good to hear. How'd you feel about the run?
I think my run was pretty okay for me at least until Rooster Skip, where I failed like 5 times. Yeah, then I had the 8 and that's
It's
all.
okay. That's a saving grace.
It'll do that, yeah.
Because I must inform you that your emulator was out of date, and had you PB'd, I would have felt very bad in telling you that this run was invalid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. But yeah, I feel pretty okay. And this was like an average run for me, so
Yeah.
at least it was not that bad.
Nah, it's pretty good. 102 is a pretty solid time for coming out of D-Rust, I believe.
Yeah, it's like my 5th run out of the rest.
Alright, and hey, Pink Batman got a conch. So, I don't actually know, Second. Are you in the tournament? Is your name something different? Am I blind?
Yeah, I asked to join a couple days ago. So
Sick.
I'm doing this as a ceiling, I guess.
I guess you haven't signed up for the bracket yet.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to do that.
It's not Martin. Martin's actually named Martin. Carl Johan is Carl Johan. Who is this person?
So mysterious.
I believe Dragon is calling me out. I never said I know Carl Johan. I said I know of them, and I know what their name is, because they've joined different races before. There are many elves.
Something we never mentioned is that the pattern of the egg is always the same if you don't look at the book in the library. And yeah, we also skipped like the entire trading sequence by doing Villa Skip. And what was the other thing that skips it? It's one other part that Walrus Skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just skip it. Like
This
we don't
whole
even
run
look
is
at the trading sequence.
This whole run is a blur. It's like some sort of fever dream that we're having. While stuck out on a log in the middle of the ocean. Maybe that's why
I think part of the way through the race, I saw Xander say in chat that I had dream luck.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
See, unfortunately, that means something completely different in this game.
You mean it's not seated?
I mean, you are a dream too, you know.
A dream, not the dream. It's a very important distinction to make.
I'd say it's rather important, yeah.
We gotta differentiate that as soon as possible to prevent problems.
Batman's getting nothing but blue balls. Because that's how the boss rolls. Like, if you fail the manip, even though it's 50-50, you're gonna get blue balls like 75% of the time. Because that's just the way the game is.
It's a little thing called the desire sensor. It knows you want the big energy pulse, and it's not gonna give it to you.
Oh man, how many is that in a row?
I think 4?
Yeah, it is really remarkable how it happens, isn't it? It's like whenever I happen to miss the manip, it's like I get like an automatic 5 or 6 blue balls. It's just like, yeah, this is average.
This is fine.
This literally always happens.
Never play Monster Hunter, because that's where it comes in the worst.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Pink Batman missed it by 1 hit.
Yeah. Alright, he's gonna try Death Eye Skip. Oh, he's gonna do an unbuffered.
Oh, no way.
No.
Oh, I actually thought he got it for a second there.
That'd be impressive. Batman got Ocarina
Nice.
before going to D4. We did point this out.
Gotta say, that would have been
never
so
came up
swag.
again. Just popping off
Yeah.
first try.
keep doing it. I guess he's getting it. Or not.
Nope. Just gonna kill it normally now. It was a good effort. I respect the hustle.
I was expecting a second try attempt. At Death I skip.
It's hard, man. I remember practicing it for any percent, and it's just miserable.
It is. There's definitely a reason I don't run any percent of this game.
Not because it's only 10 minutes long, at most.
He's gonna.
Oh man, oh baby. We're getting excitement now. Jump rope, anybody? Do you think Batman picked up a potion while we were looking?
Maybe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Damn. Wow.
That was clutch. How'd you feel about that one, Batman?
OOB, that's for sure.
How's the clench feeling?
That death eye had me like at the edge of my seat though.
Yeah. A little terrified. Oh man, this is what I get for only getting 3 hours of sleep before the race.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a nap after this. What a day.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh man.
That's all the runners, right?
Yeah, that's everybody.
Oh, cool. Even
Unfortunately,
last
Madame Materia forfeited after soft walking.
Oh, on Walrus, that's right.
Yeah.
A shame, but it happens.
Such is life.
GG's to everyone.
Yeah.
When did Dragon end? Oh, Dragon ended at 56? Dragon, you got a sub-hour, finally!
Finally.
Finally!
Dragon's been able to pop off. They just don't. They like to hide their power level. But I think this is the last seeding race that'll be restreamed on CSR. Next up is going to be actual tournament stuff, I think.
Oh, you're not gonna restream Saturdays?
There's Saturday race?
I think so. I assume there is.
This is news to me.
Uh-oh. I could just be horribly wrong.
Something Link's Awakening will be coming soon. We can't guarantee what.
Well, until then.
Yeah, that's all from us. Thanks for everybody at ZSR for allowing us to play these on your channel. Love it. You guys are great.
Yeah, thanks for the race, thanks for the restream, thanks for the commentary. Thanks to the organizers.
Yeah, make sure to give our runners a follow. Their Twitch links are all in the chat, and thank you to Phantom Attons and Turfin for doing commentary. Let's see what's coming up later today. We have a Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 Challenge Cup match in about 40 minutes over on the main channel, assuming we get volunteers for it. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we have an ALTTP Frosties tournament match. The final round of the ALTTP Randomizer Challenge Cup is starting tonight at 9:10 Eastern on the CSR main channel. And then we have another Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 Challenge Cup match at 11 p.m. Eastern on CSR2. Nothing on the calendar for tomorrow as of right now, just the fifth qualifier for the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 tournament. That will be at 11 p.m. Eastern. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.